Good morning, it's Karen from Simply Living for Him. I'm here to do my daily encouragement video from God's Word. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, you will see that I am sitting in this extremely bright sunshine right now. I didn't expect it to be so bright when I was filming. I've got all these shadows on me, but you know what? We've had a very dark and stormy few days, so I will embrace the light and the sunshine. It feels really good. We're also streaming these these devotions onto the podcast every Monday, Wednesday, Friday as well. So if you're listening there, we welcome you. And I just love to provide a little bit of encouragement in every which way I can during the week. So today I want to look at John chapter 3, verse 30, where it says, "He must become greater and greater, and I must become less and less." And I was thinking of this verse myself last night because I was starting to get in my own head. Do you ever do that? Do you ever overthink and you just get in your head and you really have a hard time getting out? And this verse came to mind, and I just started reading it and looking it up and wanting to, kind of meditate on it and really apply that to my life. Like, I need to become less and less and be filled with Him more. I can't be filled with the Spirit when I'm so full of myself. And our culture really kind of fosters this selfishness and this kind of inward focus all the time, because everything is all about us, the selfie and the self and how do we feel about ourselves, and get to know yourself and focus on you and all of those things. And I was just thinking last night how I really need to get over myself and make more room for the truth and more room for Jesus. Because when I overthink, if I'm not overthinking, if I'm thinking and I'm not filling my mind with truth, if I'm just kind of turning over thoughts in my head and what if this and what if that, and thinking about this and thinking about that, and I'm not really meditating on the truth, I'm just really having some worldly thinking there. And like it says here, John is speaking, John the Baptist, and he's talking because he had been teaching the people and the people were listening to him. But now somebody greater has come, Jesus. He says he has come from above and is greater than anyone else. We are of the earth and we speak of earthly things, but he has come from heaven and is far greater than anyone else. And that's like me. I'm from earth and I start thinking about earthly things, but I need to step back and make room for him. I must become less and less, and he must become greater and greater. And then when we go out into that world, people don't see us, they see him. And that's ultimately what we want. We want to be overflowing with him, not with ourselves, because quite frankly, I didn't raise anybody from the dead. I didn't create this world. I don't hold the stars in the sky. I want people to see Jesus and not me, right? So I really want to encourage you today, if you're like me and you can tend to overthink or get caught up in the things and the circumstances that are going on in this world, remember, he must become greater and greater. We must empty ourselves of us and be filled with him. And I'm not saying we shouldn't think about our circumstances and we shouldn't think about the things that are going on around us, but we should think about them in light of what the truth of God's word says and who he is, and try to have that mind of Christ where, everything is kind of filtered through the truth. And we're not just sitting and wallowing in our thoughts, but we are being filled by the Spirit, and that transforms our mind and changes our thoughts. And then that is what overflows into our lives. So today, I want you to remember John 3:30, where it says, he must become greater and greater, and I must become less and less. And we want to fill ourselves with him, so we're not so full of ourselves. We don't want to overthink, but we want to fill our mind with the thoughts and the good thoughts of the truth of God's word. So I hope that encourages you today. If it does, I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. And until the next time, I wish you all the blessings and joy in Jesus today.